I love to travel. I just love to wake up in a different city every day. That's like I'm just at peace when that's happening. I get a good night's sleep. I don't get a good night's sleep at home. When I'm on tour, I just can completely be myself and do what I want to do, and just find peace.
We're Rooftops. We're from Bellingham, Washington. Thanks, you guys.
Day 7 or 8?
Day 9.
Yeah,
if you count Bellingham.
Oh yeah, so the 9th day.
I think we'll probably be expecting more in terms of turnout for the next show when everything is released and distributed. People will actually come to maybe see us. And right now it's just kind of...
Right now we're pretty much just a small-ass band from a small-ass town who are getting a free road trip.
Yeah.
If all goes well.
Yeah, if we get, we won't have to pay out of pocket for gas if the shows go good enough.
That's kind of like the goal of this whole tour
absolutely.
is just to get back to Bellingham without having to use any of our own money for gas.
I'm Johnny, I play guitar.
Vandalin, I play drums.
I'm Mark, and I play guitar.
And I'm Drew, and I also play guitar.
And so having this like us and we're such good friends with them. Like
Yeah, and this is our second tour with them, although the first tour was very small.
It's more like really like the more the merrier. It's weird, I mean, it really that's that cliche is.
Plus, they're just
very applicable.
really good friends of ours and really.
And plus we get
incredible band.
I watch a phenomenal band every night. Like it's so awesome.
It's inspiring. We pump each other up for sure.
Yeah.
We're really happy to be in Chicago over the Americas from Santa Rosa, California.
Travis Werther, guitar and vocals.
Casey Beats, drums.
Yeah, we formed back in 2000, right after I graduated high school. Casey was still a senior, and my band is broken up, and Casey's in a couple bands, and we started, just kind of writing some music a little bit, and then started playing some shows around Chico, early 2001, and that's how we formed. About almost 10 years ago, back in Chico, California.
We all have friends spread out across the country, so it's nice to like we're crashing with our friends here in Chicago, and we're gonna be crashing with the America's friends tomorrow night.
One of the other things that's kind of hard about tour is that you're constantly traveling, but you're kind of stuck in this box of only getting to see the venue and the immediate surroundings unless you've got a lot of downtime between shows, because when you're like pulling into town an hour or two before you have to play and then you have a long drive afterward.
It's always at night.
Yeah, and it's at night, so you can't, like, you know, we saw Boston, but we didn't really see Boston, you know, like you just kind of see it at face value. You don't really get to walk around a whole lot other than, you know, the immediate surroundings from where you're playing. So it's kind of like you're traveling, but at the same time you don't really get to experience a whole lot of the city.
When I'm at home, I want to be on tour.
When I'm on tour, I want to be home sometimes.
Hi, my name is Nicholas, and I play in a project called Good Riddler. From Santa Rosa, California. Share a studio space with the Americas, and they invited me along on this tour, and I'd never heard of this band called Rooftops before. They just kept hyping them up as more so than any other band, and I respect their opinions thoroughly.
Mars Bar in Seattle, we played with Good Riddler and the Americas and this band from Seattle called Hero Cop, who are actually recent transplants from Detroit. We met some of their friends when they were out in Detroit. It was a fun show.
Yeah, really good. I've played there before. I like how small it is. It's got good energy.
Just play every show like, you know, it's the last of the tour, or the first. It's like same energy, same excitement level wherever we go, and especially when we're playing somewhere you never played before. These ever told me that they hate it, but they'll tell us that it's too loud. Because, yeah, it's loud, you know, it's rock and roll.
We just kind of follow our hearts and do what we feel
I think
compelled to do, or what would,
right.
you know, add more to the show. Some shows are pretty, like, low energy, and it's nice to, like, kind of get weird and draw people in.
Also,
trying to
it's
be
just
more
really fun.
But yeah, also
I just have a lot of fun with shenanigans. And
yeah, we're all
moving
fans of
around a lot.
shenanigans.
Yeah, it's really it makes it more interesting for us, and especially when you're on the road and you're playing every single night and every show, it's going to be the same if you just stood there. It's kind of cool to walk into a venue and look around and be like, what could I climb on? Like, how could I get weird? Like, what can I crawl around on? What kind of people are going to be here? Who could I harass? But it gets people into it. I think people, if you get crazy, then people will feel more comfortable.
Jinx is a rad space that our friends Michelle and Django run. That's usually like it's an art studio and gallery. So upstairs there's gallery space for people to show their work, and there's an art walk on the first Friday of every month that they have their doors open for. And then the basement is divided into art studios and performance space, and it's one of the coolest places in town to play.
And it's so cheap.
And to go, yeah, and it's just, yeah, it just has a really good feel to it as well, and sound to it.
Thanks a lot for coming out. We're the Americas. We're from Santa Rosa, California. It's nice to see you.
Casey is one of the hardest and best drummers that I've ever seen.
Looked like a metal band that played there. Guar. It's like Guar got done playing after Casey got off the drum set.
Brontosaurus Rex say to the Brontosaurus when he wanted him to eat meat. Trilobite. Like trilobite. You guys know what trilobites are? Look it up. Google that shit.
There's no such thing as 1 billion.
I have another one. I'll tell you later. It's better.
Yeah, and we had our friend Evan do projection stuff for that show, which was also really cool because it added an extra visual element to everything.
Real. Dude, you fucking seriously ripped the tip off tonight. Like,
last night was cool, but tonight was really good.
no salad, see? You don't think you did? You don't think you played as good as last night? Dude, I think it was crazier.
It was good.
You gave me the point. Because I was like laughing, it was too crazy. Some of those, yeah, across the crowd, I look over and Benowin's like. I mean, barely slept, but drove through the night. Me and Mark would take night shifts, and people would try to sleep while we were driving. Then we'd pull into a rest area, and me and Mark would kind of curl up, try to sleep a little bit, and then just enough for everybody else that was sleeping to wake up, and they'd drive.
Yeah,
And then we would take over the loft.
Yeah, and then we'd sleep during the day. So it did kind of switch our schedules around a little bit, but it was
we
cool.
had so much stuff in there that was pretty crammed with 6 people sleeping in that.
Yeah.
And then, I remember Mark and I both took turns where we slept between the front 2 seats and the first back bench.
On the
On the
floor.
floor with like trail mix
Super
and
cramped.
tobacco and hair and everything. It was super cramped and like you could barely even like see
Yeah,
out.
it was fucking
just-
awesome.
While in Portland, we stayed with Ryan Sokola. We know him from Bellingham. We grew up together in Chehalis, Washington, and played music together in lands farther east. And yeah, he recently moved to Portland and works at Everyday Music there, so he set up an in-store performance for us at Everyday.
How's it going, everybody? We're Rooftops. We're from Bellingham, Washington.
1 second.
We're gonna start in 1 second.
Also, just as far as like sharing gear, setup, and tear down is a lot quicker and easier. Like you're not having to like, there's 2 guys to carry in all of the drums. So,
Right.
and I mean, pretty much everybody just grabs whatever they can.
Right.
And we all do
And gas
that.
money too.
And gas
Being in
money,
one
yeah.
band, you know, I mean, because you'll go to a venue and then they'll be like, all right, each band gets $50. So all of a sudden your gas money for that night doubled.
Yeah.
You know, if you were just one band, you would have got $50. But now since there's 2 in one band, it's, you know, it's $100. So it's like that makes a huge difference.
Thanks for helping, please.
Parlor, coffee shop / cafe. It's like an all ages place, but they like serve beer and wine and stuff, and it was just run by these kids and who are super nice.
We're from Bellingham, Washington. We're very excited to be here.
Holy shit, I didn't know you guys were here tonight.
Washington, this guy in the front was like, "What? Are you kidding me? No way!" And like stood up and freaked out, and I just thought he was being sarcastic, so I was just like, yeah.
But it turns out he had loved our stuff and seen it on MySpace.
Like we randomly requested his friendship on MySpace a long time ago or something. And, yeah, he was surprised to see us there, so that was cool.
Fantastic. I'm gonna sit right now. People bought like more records than I've ever sold in one place. I think people bought like 10 records tonight. That's like a record. That's a big deal for me. I wanted to say that fucking Rooftops was perfect. The Americas fucking kicked some serious. All of us were on tonight. We had a fucking great evening.
We made it across the United States and back without having to dip into any of our personal money.
All the gas was paid for by the shows.
Yeah, Rooftops, the band, the entity, paid for us to go all the way across the country and back.
Which is pretty incredible.
Yeah, which is what all that you can really hope for.